Alright guys, welcome back. As we said last episode, we'll be making the XP farm down at that zombie spawner that we found after a disastrous time at the Deep Dark. As what I'm going to do now, I've just enchanted my axe because I'm going to go collect some wood from the jungle because, I don't know, just make it a little quicker. Just because I'm pretty much out of wood. I should probably sleep actually. I'm pretty much out of wood that I don't want to just hold on to. Like mangrove wood, it's difficult enough to get, so I don't want to just be wasting it. So I'm gonna go collect some jungle wood, think of what other materials I need, get some torches and whatnot for the surrounding area, and then yeah, we'll head on down to the spawner. Right, we've got wood collected, got like 5 or 6 stacks. I know I don't need that for right now, but it's always good to have wood in life. That's what I've been told. I'm silk touching these bookcases with that shovel we got, so I'm going to move this down to the farm because I don't have enough bookcases to, have 2 set up at the moment. So it's best to have it next to where you get the XP, I'd think. So collect all that. As what else we need? Probably need like water. That would make sense. And yeah, I'll finish collecting what we need for the spawner, and I'll meet you over there. I do realise I've committed some heinous crimes by leaving some floating trees, but I'll go back and burn them down. I just can't be bothered to try and dig through all the leaves to try and find each block of wood. So, do forgive me. Okay, this thing, it's slightly further away than I thought it was from our base. I thought it was pretty much like right next door, but yeah, it's fairly close. So, well, I think it's very close. I've not found it again yet, but it's somewhere around here. There. I've only just made it down here, and I realised I should have made a... Yeah, I just dug down. I should have brought soul sand to make a water elevator, because I'm going to have to use ladders. Oh, that's so slow. But I think I should have brought soul sand, even for moving the zombies about. So, good start. I'm just going around lighting up some of the surrounding caves, just so it doesn't affect our spawning rates. I'm not going to be decorating the inside of this farm, at least not right now. I think, yeah, just make it functional first. But the room where we kill the zombies and whatnot, I'll at least decorate somewhat because, well, we need an enchanting bit. But I think that's the size of the room we need. I'm not actually following any kind of tutorial or anything. I'm just kind of doing this by memory or off the top of my head because it's simple enough, and I don't need the most insane rates because realistically we're not going to be here very often past the first few episodes. It's almost too far away from where we're set up to incorporate it into the build in any way. I guess while I'm doing this, it's a good way to kind of talk about what I'm doing with that, because something that went through my head was, I could make this part of the city, because I'm trying to do it as a mixture of, kind of like a modern UK city is. It's got a mixture of new and old, so often places have castles or cathedrals and stuff that obviously aren't that new. I was thinking maybe this could be like the dungeon of a castle, because that would make sense. But no, if the city ever made it this far out, I'd be very surprised, because it's genuinely I don't know exactly the coordinates, but I think it's 200 blocks, maybe only. Yeah, I'd say around 200 blocks, which it by itself isn't that far, because I imagine the city will be that roughly in in diameter, I guess, but it's kind of centered around that river which we're at. I don't know if... Yeah, I need to go one more. Yeah, it's kind of centered around that river lake area that the pub's at that we're living in. So yeah, I don't think this will make it as part of the central design of it, I guess, but we'll make it look pretty in some way. So I've just taken out the last torch at the top, so oh, I thought they'd be weaker than that. Okay, maybe I've got my distance wrong. I probably should have tested that before I started digging a room. I kind of want to be in range of them, and also, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've gone too deep, but they're not spawning anymore. Slightly concerned. I'll have a fiddle, see what's happening. Okay, no, they are spawning. Just slowly. You know what? Oh, I forgot to put blocks on top of the spawner, so there's probably one stuck up there. Okay, well, I'll keep digging out this spot and bring my chest down. I think they're in that corner. I think maybe I did go down too far. I think if I go up one block, then they'll start spawning. One annoying thing is you don't get that sweeping edge effect, actually. And it's like 3 or 4 fell down. 4. And it just means you have to hit them once each time. I know it's not the end of the world, but it just makes everything so much easier. You can kill 5 of them at once or whatever. I don't have too many blocks to pick from. I didn't bring that many decorations down with me, but I think, yeah, when I'm stood on the floor above where I ended up mining out, they start spawning. In fact, that's proof. I need to add a thing like that. So I need to mine out this roof, make it one taller, and yeah, should be good. Ah, that could have been the issue, that they were clumped up there. Not sure if it is, but they found their way down eventually. But now none will get stuck up there. I don't think any did, by the looks of things, but had to be done. Okay, now we've got the tunnel going all the way to the surface, so this will be the entrance. I still need to take some of them chests, but yeah, again they were grouped up. It's starting to look like a slight problem. My design is clearly flawed. Oh dear, I fell in the hole. I was trying to put a sign in and I fell in. This could be bad. Although they don't seem to be hitting me all that much. Perfect. That was not bad at all. Okay, so I've added a little something in hopes that it works. It pushes me in, which is good. However, I think they'll take less fall damage. But like, they're not taking enough to die anyway, so it shouldn't make a difference really. So I've just raised the flooring just by 1 block, and they seem to be spawning so much quicker. So I think I was just slightly out of reach. Once I've got a better sword, it'll be one shot and stuff. And I'll have to use mending on it every so often, which isn't ideal. But again, this is just temporary. So I'll get to moving everything up a block again, and I'll just keep killing these guys as they come. Good. I was worried then that I'd done something very wrong and it just wasn't working. But all the things I've changed seem to be helping. So one good thing about messing up what level I've been at is I've had to mine a lot of cobblestone. So, oh, okay, never mind, I can't mine anymore. I don't want to use that. I didn't realise that was so close to breaking. I usually don't like ever letting any diamond pick break, just because you can combine it for enchants later. Oh, okay. That's why I made that one as well, for the enchanting thing. And I just ended up using it all on making this. Never mind. I was saying, I've got a lot of resources from doing this, but I've just lost 3 diamonds, so never mind. What would be good is if I got 2 villagers down here. If I got the what is it, the cleric that takes rotten flesh, so I can trade that for emeralds, and probably the weaponsmith, because then I don't need to use, eventually I have a diamond pickaxe with mending on. I wouldn't waste XP using that, and then I get the sword from the diamonds I get from killing them, and it's just this big loop. So I think I could invest in doing that. I don't think the village is too far away from here, so it could be done. Or we could just, convert these guys. I've got apples, golden apples, and I can make weakness potions after our trip to the Nether last episode. Plus, the trading gives extra XP, so I'll end up trading away the rotten flesh anyway, whether it's down here or not, but may as well do it straight from the source rather than wasting time going up and down with stuff. I'm not certain about the decoration of this place. I've just kind of been placing blocks as I wait for these guys to, spawn in so I can kill them. So I don't know, I accidentally made a bunch of crafting tables, so I just shoved them all down, but yeah. I feel like these guys drop armour and stuff a whole lot more than they do in Java. I only killed maybe like 5 or 6 of them in the last, batch. I got 3 pieces of armour and a shovel. Maybe I was just lucky that time, but it seems like it's fairly regular. Wow, that's quite a lot though. I went AFK while I went for lunch. It didn't seem like there was any entity clamming going on. Okay, down to the last few. And we did make it to level 30, I missed that. Get in. I need to set up the enchanting boom. I was worried at first that this farm worked worse than I thought it would, but yeah, that's actually happily surprised me. I don't have enough iron, at least not on me now, in order to make a anvil, which I kind of want to add, because, well, of course you want an anvil. So I'm gonna have to do some caving, and the other direction is where the deep dark is. So we're okay. No, I'm not going in the water. We're going to the deep dark again. What a horrible place. Okay. Iron is cooking. I think we have some in here. Yeah. Enchanting table is ready. I'll just add the grindstone. Shove that there, at least for now. Torch. Why not? And we're ready for the first enchant. Well, first level 30 enchant of this game. I think we got the enchanting table in episode 1, so it's slightly overdue. I don't know particularly what I want first. I want a good pickaxe, whether that's fortune, hopefully, but silk touch pickaxe is quite good, because we only really need fortune for diamonds, and we've got lots of diamonds for now. So I might go for that. I pray it's efficiency 4 and breaking 3. Come on. Perfect. That's great. That's exactly what we needed. Okay. I didn't realise you could get sharpness on an axe without it being done with an anvil. So that's an option, which we won't do, but it's an option. So we can always fall back on that if there's nothing else. Looting 3. Ooh. That could be good. Especially if I'm going to add that villager. That's just extra. Well, it's extra iron and it's extra rotten flesh. I think I do that. I will need to enchant shovels as well, because I need a lot of sand and whatnot. But again, that's near perfect. I don't know what else I'd want on there, to be honest. Knockback's a bit annoying, and fire aspect kind of just, yeah, you get burnt by zombies and whatnot. So they're two very good enchants. Okay, so we've got the anvil now. I know all these walls aren't finished, but it's taken long enough to get here. So I might come back another time or do it off camera and update you. Just while there aren't any villagers here, I imagine we could put 2 or 3 up here and 1 there, or whatever. It's a very bland roof. Like, the roof needs something done to it as well, but I've just added stone bricks, you know. Now it just looks clean now, rather than, you know, stone walls. But yeah, it's nothing fancy, but at least you're not disappointed to come down here. The next enchantment is just an immediate yes. It's Feather Falling 4 on Diamond Boots. So I said before that you could get Sharpness on an axe, which you can't in Java, but you can also get Bane of Arthropods from, you know, from the enchanting table, not just using books, which is, yeah, something new. Please have Protection 4 as well. Protection 3, that's good enough for me. Get in. These are slightly damaged. I should maybe have made new ones, but again, we'll get mending soon enough. Maybe even this episode we could try and work that out. Okay, it somewhat ruins the floor, but we now have like automatic sorting. Well, not automatic sorting, automatic collection. Although the village is just over there, like, it's not even that far. Just because we're up a hill and whatnot, I think it would just be easier to heal one of the zombie villagers from down there. Or, not just one of them, I need to do a couple. So, I think I'm going to go brew some potions and just wait it out down there. Because at least I'm collecting XP in the meantime, and not having to... Well, I usually boat them, but I don't have enough iron to rail them over. So, I think, yeah, just reviving zombies is the way to go. Okay, so I've managed to trap 2 zombie villagers from this. They both spawned at like the same time, so I had to try and whittle a few down. I've just plugged the hole so no one else is coming. So I've also, where did oh, they're still in here. Okay, so I've been brewing these. I've got the golden apples. I'll get 2 out just in case. And I should be able to hit them both with it. 1 and 2. So we should now have 2 villagers coming. And yeah, 1 will give this so that they can trade for zombie flesh. And I kind of want 1 more so that we have a mending 1, a sword 1, and a flesh 1. Oh, I nearly killed him. We have hit level 30 again, so that means another enchantment, which is good. Oh, that was quick. Literally, both of them have just turned. I thought it took like 5-10 minutes, but that was literally like 2. Alright. I'll sort these guys into a little holding pen before I look for the next one. Okay, just pushing them in worked better, so we've now got 1 in the hole. So he can stay there. And I don't think he can escape, but I'll put like a slab there or something. Look at all the blocks I placed, just trying to like close the space which he could actually travel to. Okay, so there's another zombie villager in there, so I'm going to try and whittle it down so I can get him. It's quite difficult to do because they all kind of group up. Okay, yeah. Again, I blocked it up there. Blocked it off up there. So no one else can drop in. I kind of need to protect these guys from him. Okay. There we go. Easy. So we throw that in there, and then that. And we'll just close him in for now. Perfect. That was so much quicker than going to the village and sorting that stuff out. Thinking about it, yeah, there's no way of him actually getting out here because the actual stand blocks him. I thought it would be like a trapdoor or something, and I wasn't certain if he could sort of walk through it, but I didn't realise the actual, stick stopped him getting through. Didn't do anything with it. Yeah, he's already swapped. I've literally not done anything. Although he's down as a leather worker, like already. I don't know why, because there's nothing here that would suggest him being that. Okay, has this guy got a role? What's this? Cartographer. I mean, he's got paper trade, which I can do because of my farm, but yeah, I hope I can change these guys. I'm not sure how it works. Usually they're just brown coats unless you've traded with them. It feels like these guys are a lot less, fidgety to push around. They seem a bit more stationary. I mean, it's not easy when I get trapped in corners, but like this guy literally got him in there instantly. Just by doing this. Okay. Again, it's a case of whenever I'm recording, oh, have I shoved it? Okay. Like, you could never do that. They just move around too much in Java. Because eventually we will have a proper trading hall, I guess. That's what people call it. So I don't need anything expansive here. I've just been leveling up this weaponsmith in order to, unlock the tools bit, but I can buy them for 1 diamond. Like, there's no point in me not just buying all of them. Like, that's ridiculous. Surely that's glitched somewhat. Because yeah, like I bought a bunch of I bought 12 bells for 12 emeralds, and they're more expensive, but that's ridiculous. What enchants does this have on? Just efficiency, but I mean it's literally 3 diamond axes. I thought I'd be given like I don't know how much I thought I'd be given, but a lot more than that. Yeah, and now, well, I've already bought them, but you just get a bunch of Smite 2 swords for free, really. I think I'll stick to using looting just because, I'll get more emeralds from the guy over there, cleric. So yeah, it's worth doing that. But like, I can just shove these in here and get diamond swords and XP from them. So great. This is like a infinite cycle. Here we go. You can get Fortune 3 on a pickaxe. Please be good. Only Fortune 3 isn't what we want, to be honest. But at least we've got a better way of fortuning. I know it's pretty much broken, but we can combine things with it until we have a mending one with Fortune 3. Or, to be honest, I might just end up wiping it because it's just going to be a lot of combining and stuff because that'll be at least 3 pickaxes or combinations if I'm trying to get efficiency 5. But we'll see. We've got Fortune 3 on a diamond pickaxe now, so at least there's some positive. I'm just resetting for the mending book, but every single book I see here is priced at 1. So I don't know if it's just like ridiculously glitched or it's just overpowered to heal villagers or something like that. But yeah, I'm just getting everything for really cheap. It's quite annoying actually using the controller for this thing because it just snaps to things and then you have to be slow about scrolling over to hovering over the book because otherwise it will just click to the side like that. So you have to go slow. So it's already usually quite a slow process, but it just adds to it. It pains me not to take this trade for the Silk Touch book for 1 emerald, and it would be 9, which is a good price for that anyway. But I only have the 1 down here, so I need it to be mending. And I don't think Silk Touch is too rare from the enchanting table. Only in Breaking 3. It started off so well today. We had a great pick to start off with, and then, yeah, it's just been like one enchantment each time. Quite disappointing. Oh, that's it. Mending. Do I have enough books for this? Lying about. I've got 6, okay, good. Kind of want to just grab all of them while I can get them this cheap. 2, 3. I'm just out of books. Give me more. Please don't up the price. I've got the bookcases I can just break. Cool. I mean, 6 books is a good amount, at least for now. Yeah, price is still low. Keep it. Wow, I'm getting tons. I never need to get any more. Cool. So that's enough mending for probably every tool, every bit of armour that I need. Okay, and the rotten flesh is back to a cheap price again, so I'll trade away a bunch of that. I can buy these things for 1 diamond again. It seems a bit like overpowered. I thought it was meant to go back to sort of normal, like right away. I've had an absolute disaster. I tried to wake this guy up out of his bed, and somehow I only clicked it once, or like clicked him out the bed once, and then I got in the bed and I've slept, and now I'm trapped in this 1 block hole with him. I just traded with him, so I've got another set of these things for cheap, but I can't break any blocks without hitting him. Like, there's nothing I can do other than to kill him, which is not ideal. So I think I'm just gonna have to do him in. I'm sorry, but that's already 1 villager down on day 1. But I got what I wanted from him. Like I've got probably 9 axes. I don't know where I put all of them, but like 9 axes and 9 swords off him, which is way more than I'll probably ever need. I've just realised both the enchantments I got from this guy are mending. I don't know if I'm just getting unlucky, but I never see protection 4 on any of the armour pieces. Like the max I've seen is protection 3. I don't know if that's like deliberate. I don't know. I genuinely don't know if you can get protection 4 without books. Well, I finally found protection on something. Another thing I've been struggling with is getting efficiency on tools. Oh, like efficiency 4. Okay, that's good. It's just not been coming up. I keep getting efficiency 3. I don't want to do all that combining and waste diamonds and whatnot. So I've just been like getting the XP back from the grindstone. But I must have done about 10 to 15 enchants in a row without getting efficiency on any of the, shovel, axe, pickaxe. It's ridiculous. A couple more hours have passed. I've basically just been leveling up while watching TV. But we've got our initial set of gear. I decided to go quite all out on it, bar the axe that was... I've not gone mending because I'm not going to be deforesting anything immediately. And yeah, it will last long enough anyway until we get a better XP farm. So I don't want to be wasting it mending an axe when I can just enchant 1 new one. But we've got a Fortune 2 shovel. I didn't really want the Fortune 2, I just wanted one that was non-Silk Touch. We've also got a Silk Touch, that explains that one. A Fortune 3, Efficiency 5 pick, Silk Touch, Efficiency 5 pick, Looting, Sharpness 5, so everything. I wish it didn't have Fire Aspect, so that could be improved at some point. And then Protection 3, Mending, Feather Falling, Protection 4, Mending, protection 3 mending, protection 3 mending. My helmet doesn't have unbreaking, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, it's good enough. It's not. It wasn't meant to be my final set of gear, but it ended up being a lot better than anticipated. I'm happy to say I can leave this place once I move some of this rubbish. I've already taken some away. I just came down mining because I wanted to find some obsidian to make a ender chest. Just because next port of call was probably go collect some resources to start the next build really. And yeah, found some diamonds just now. So basically, what the plan is to make that ender chest. So it's a bit of extra storage, and then I'm gonna go onto the nether roof. I imagine that works in Bedrock. I have to figure out how to do it. Make a portal up there, and then make one in the desert biome, just so it saves a lot of time in sort of travel. So I can just go across the nether roof to the desert and bring back all the sand and sandstone I need to get in future. Obviously, it'll probably be quicker one day to just elytra over, but there's no point not doing it now because the amount of time it'll take to get there twice, it'll already be worth just doing it this way. Okay, so I just had a major panic. I got up to the nether roof. I'll show you how you kind of walk in like this, and then oh, there we go. So I'm up, and then I started trying to build the, you know, the thing that would break Bedrock, which I had just watched a video on how to do, and I'm pressing the button and nothing's working. And apparently you can't build on the nether ceiling in, well, on console Bedrock. I think there's ways of like editing the world to be that way if you've got a PC, but yeah, so I was just stuck here trying to not lose where my position was, and I was like searching. I quit the game, like, oh, I don't know how to get back here. I logged in to this thing again because there were a couple ideas like you just starve yourself, but that would mean losing all my items, which I really didn't want to do. But I also didn't want to cheat and start again. But luckily, okay, good, it did do it again. It just puts you beneath the bedrock roof when you spawn back in. That was very close to being a disaster. So turns out you can't do this, which yeah is news to me. I was planning on, you know, making a gold farm up there. My nether hub would be up there. Everything. So need a change of plan, to be honest. My initial reaction is, wow, it might be quite hard to make a gold farm, and I'll have to do like nether travel the hard way in sort of digging long tunnels. But yeah, I'm just shocked, to be honest. I didn't expect for a second that wouldn't work. I was fairly certain I'd seen people up there on Bedrock before. Okay, new plan. Instead of going up, that's where we went up. I'm gonna go down. This way, as we're digging tunnels, we should be able to like encounter more netherite. That's yeah, that's what it's called, netherite. Oh, I don't fancy going down that way. I think I might be on an overhang. That wouldn't be good. Let's try like digging straight down, but like safe dig straight down. Oh, yes, we're on an overhang. That's not good for whatever my plan was. What happened there? Oh, how did it place blocks up there? That was really weird. I've never seen that before. Okay, I figured it would be easier to come up rather than like climb up rather than to climb down terms of like placing blocks and making a safe passage. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this portal. I'll just collect a couple of obsidian, and I've marked down the exact coordinates I need to put the other one in down at the bottom. And because I've got feather falling and or ender pearls, it'll be safe for me to, yeah, I've got plenty. So just go straight down. Go down there. Okay. So down at 18, 13, 9, no lava. Okay, yeah, we're at bedrock now. Actually, let me have a look what the best level is for finding netherite, and we'll put it around there, in theory. The first result on Google says level 14, so that's what we're going to go with. It needs to be minus 46, minus 16. So that's this way and that way. Okay, fingers crossed I don't end up in like the bottom of the deep dark. Yeah, that's the spot. A creeper blew up behind me when I was going into this portal, and it should go back to where it was. Very low down. Yes. Cool. Okay, I'll get this cleared up slightly. We have our first ancient debris, and we have two. Only two. I mean, we'll take it, given we weren't actually like looking for it per se. Here begins just the mass of chests that fill up with netherite. First one. I'm sure there's many more to come. Now off to find the coordinates of the desert, so we know where to link it up to. This desert's actually quite far away. Like it's nearby in the grand scheme of things, but like, it takes a number of minutes to get here. So I'm glad I'm doing this now rather than in like 20 episodes time after I've already ran back and forth 50 times. So it's always nice to do the transport stuff early on, so you get the most use out of it. I'm very certain that I literally came over this hill in that first or second episode whenever we found this place, and I have no recollection of finding this desert temple. I'm certain. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, got that disarmed. Anything good here? Some emeralds. Nothing like spectacular. It's all relying on this last chest. Bane of Arthropods. That's exactly what I didn't want to find. Okay, that was disappointing. This will, however, be a good place to put the portal. I mean, it's not a good place, it's a place. It doesn't really make a difference where we put it. But I'm going to put it in here. Oh, that was close. Does that not work? I've literally placed like 30 bits of gravel. Is that actually just burning up? And if I just done that for no reason? Surely that's not. Well, I'm not even at level 30. Yeah, it must be burning up. I've just wasted a stack of gravel. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to do this more, tactical approach. With this is at the level. I think I was at level 18, wasn't I? So I need to go up like 1 or 2, and then the coordinate, which I need to put the portal on, is minus 162, minus 150. So I'm a bit away. Okay, fingers crossed. We should be in the temple. Yes. Okay, and to double check, that goes both ways. Oops. That goes both ways. It does. Cool. So now I just need to find which direction I need to dig in order to get back home. Not even gone like 10 blocks from where I started mining, and we found some more ancient debris. That makes it only to 3. Yeah, don't think there's any more there. But again, not intending to find any, so it's all good news. Another piece. So that means we can now get a... Oh, and more. We can now get 1 netherite tool, I think, or armour. I don't know what's best. I think probably using it on my pickaxe, because the armour, it doesn't actually do that much for you, I don't think. It's mainly about durability. So yeah, I'll put it on either my Silk Touch or my Fortune. Yeah, that's what I didn't even like get surprised at the fact we found another. That was weird. But like I was gonna say, I've noticed the lava doesn't flow as quickly as it does in Java. Like, it still flows quicker than in the overworld, obviously, but in Java it's like water pretty much. One thing I did think about was when it comes to like repairing tools, it's a bit more challenging because you can't hold them if you're in your offhand while you're... Oops, I should have silk touched that. Oh, but like you can't hold it in your offhand while you're like stood an XP farm. Oof, what's happened here? You have to actually like be holding it at the time of collecting the XP. So silk touch, like anything, would need to be used to kill the Enderman at the Enderman farm, or you know, something like that. Or you just have to switch really quickly. There might be ways around it which I'll have to look into, but it just seems like a lot of effort. Surely this stuff's more common than it is in Java, because I'm not even digging like what? I'm not even digging big tunnels. Like it's just a 2x2, and I found like 4 veins. I think this is. I don't think I was mining at level 18, or like I don't think this was at level 18. Oh, okay. Well, that's slightly annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Maybe I'd bring everything up to 18, I don't know. I guess I can just put stairs in, can't I? But it would have been ideal if it was all on the same level. Okay, well that'll do. But we're home, and we now have an easy path towards the desert, which is exactly where I'm going to go now. Oops. Where I'm going to go now once I've dropped off some of this loot, to collect some sand and sandstone. So I will eventually add either like minecarts or ice boat paths along here, just so it's, you know, even quicker. But the amount of time I'm going to save already, like digging this tunnel probably took the same amount of time as 1 travel did. So it was, yeah, definitely the right order to do things. Whoa, okay, I didn't expect that. This doesn't seem as like instant mining as on Java. I feel like I just keep repeating, this is different, this is different, but that's kind of the point of this series. But like, you can stand here and just walk like that and all the blocks get destroyed, whereas you only get 1 or 2, I feel. Or maybe I'm just looking for things to pick up on, but yeah, that's my thoughts. Right, so I'm coming back with an inventory full of sandstone and a ender chest full of sand. Oh, I'm going to have to get rid of something. I guess it would probably be the flint and steel. Right, set some sand off cooking there, using some of our lava from here. Oh, that's filled up again. I literally just emptied it like 2 seconds ago. And yeah, I've emptied the sandstone into the chests up here. So we got a healthy amount of that now. And that's going to be a fairly useful part of our colour palette for some of the buildings. Do some more space, I guess, overflow into the dirt chest. And obviously glass will come into use in every building we ever do, pretty much. So good to have some of that. This is nowhere near how much sandstone we'll need for probably anything. This will probably only do one building, I'm guessing. I hope it does that. So yeah, I might call it an end here. I'm not certain how long this episode is. It's taken a long time to record because there's a lot of, just grindy things to do off camera, like all the XP for the armor and whatnot, and I need to heal up some of my tools again from the resource gathering. But yeah, if it's only a short episode, I might try and add a bit, but I presume this will be the end. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.